Welcome on into the sports desk this week. We've got double the anchors for double the fun. Noah Sears and Jack Main. And Jack, who would have thought it? We're both here in the studio.
This is fantastic. I feel like all the viewers are like, they probably don't know each other. But really, here we are at the same time.
We can be in the same place at the same time. And we got a lot of football to get to. We're going to start things off in St. Johnsbury for the NBC5 Game of the Week, featuring two of the most high-powered offenses in the region. Beautiful skies down there in St. Johnsbury. Hilltoppers looking to reignite the offense, but opening drive, Quinn Murphy struggling, nearly sacked there by Trey Terciano, and then throws incomplete, almost a pick. 0-0 at this point. We head to late in the first quarter, though. CVU having similar strugouts. That's QB Max DeCito throwing one deep, and that's an interception by Caleb Ponte. No score from these two high-powered offenses after the first quarter. That would change, though, in the second quarter. Jack Sumner would come to play. 10-yard rushing touchdown right there, putting the Red Hawks up 7-0, and the Sumner show would continue. Next Red Hawk possession, Ollie cheer to Sumner in the back right-hand corner of the end zone. CVU rolls 50-28.
Jack Sumner, reason why he was our Play of the Week winner last week. We head down to Middlebury Union High School, where they're taking on Rutland. 20 state championships between these two squads. Two of the best in the history of Vermont. We'll take you into the first quarter. This is on the Middlebury opening possession. How about Gabriel Dawn? 47-yard touchdown scamper. And that opens up a 7-0 lead for the Tigers. They're not done. We head into the second quarter. It's Cole Chenor rushing touchdown in right there. That puts his Tigers up 14-0. But with time expiring here in the first half, we get a Hail Mary on the tip. Chenor comes down with it. Take another look. You see it gets tipped behind, perfectly placed, just as Coach Smith drew it up. Middlebury rolling to a 28-7 victory for the win.
Might be NBC5 Play of the Week next week. We're going to go to Spalding, though, first. They're repping the construction out, I guess. We'll take it to the second half. Vikings controlling the action 22-0, and Linden Institute would keep pounding the rock to churn out that clock. Get a nice run there. And then later in their opening drive in the third quarter, it's Aiden McKenzie grabbing the misdirection jet sweep on fourth down to convert on 4th and 10. Crimson Tide trying to get some offense going, but receiver can't corral Zachary Wilson's pass. Vikings take it 37-6, and now we're 2-1 on the year.
All right, over to BFA St. Albans, where the Bob Whites look to bounce back, and as you can see on the screen, they didn't do that. They ran into a red-hot Essex squad who pulled out a big 35-18 win. 3 touchdowns on the day for Tanner Robbins, all coming on the ground. Essex QB Charlie Bowen had a 61-yard touchdown scamper for himself in the Hornets run barrage. Essex has another tall task next week against Middlebury. That'll be our game of the week, while BFA takes on the Seawolves. Both games happening on Friday.
Back-to-back wins for the Hornets. They're looking good. We also had some action outside of Division I in Vermont, so let's take a quick look. You had Brattleboro eking out a close one against Fairhaven, 10-6. The Colonels have actually held teams to 9 points per game in their wins. And don't look now, but the Minutemen of Mill River are 3-1 after a 26-12 win over Woodstock.
Up to the North Country, where undefeated North Country did work against the Hornets. 54-0 your final. This is North Country's second 50-point game on the season. They have not scored less than 35 in a game this year. So yeah, bet the over if you're a gambling man. North Country will take the hike to Bellows Falls Academy, make a bid for a 5-0 start to the season, while Milton comes down here to South Burlington to take on Rice. Both of those games a week from tonight.
Atlanta Falcons might want to take a couple things from the North Country Union Falcons. Let's take a look at the Division I standings. Burton is running the show up top, and then CVU 4-0 in Vermont play. And you see St. Johnsbury looked like they were going to run away and potentially grab a 1 seed, but they are all the way down to the 5th spot. And you mentioned, Jack, you got Middlebury, Essex, 6-7 right there. That's our game of the week. Next week, we'll have more on that later. But before we get to that, we've still got a lot more football from Friday to go, including some action up in Clinton County with some battles up in northern New York. You had Plattsburgh looking to rebound after a loss last week. So we'll have all that and more. Look at that run go when we return.